Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number. Let me make sure I say this correct. Correct words. 237 of
Yes.
odds with the Unbreakable Spirit.
And the Executioner, Daniel Travis.
I am Matthew Smith, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. We are doing a crossover episode this week, but I could not find a certain piece of wrestling paraphernalia, so you're stuck me and Green and him and wrestling merch.
Yes. So,
Anyways, pulling up the doc so we can tell you what the topics are.
yes, deal with him.
Alright. So why don't we tell you the topic?
Number one.
Number one. What villains should not be
Or
in
should.
should be in James Gunn's DCU?
Number two.
Normally for a crossover episode like this, our post WrestleMania crossover, we had 3 topics. We just decided to combine both nights of SummerSlam into one topic.
Yes.
With that said, I need to pull up the timer because I always forget to pull up the timer before this.
Number two is both nights of SummerSlam.
Yeah, both nights of SummerSlam. Let's talk about superhero movies.
Yes. Now, what villains should... Let's start with you. What villain, or any villain across DC comic media, do you think should exist in James Gunn's movie universe, or he should avoid using?
I think it depends on the time that superhero has existed.
Okay, completely fair. Let's just, alright, now for Superman, I'm gonna say, I would like to see, at some point, Parasite.
Yeah.
I think Metallo would be an interesting one because his weakness powers, the saying like my strength is your weakness. That's literally the case for.
Yeah, I could see Lex creating Metallo or something.
Yes. I would also think Intergang would be an interesting one.
Yeah, they would. They're a big problem in DC.
Yes.
Now, I will say, while I would like this villain to exist just for comedic purposes, I don't see the DCU using it in Brave and the Bold specifically.
Who?
Mr. Michael Mayo, aka the Condiment King.
Yes. Now, this raises...
him existing.
I mean, I could, but no, because my big question when it comes to Batman is how depth of, okay, here's another villain I would like to see. Lord Deathman.
Gosh. For those who don't know, and it's very likely that we might see Lord Deathman, don't quote me on that. We are not movie critics, we are just fans. Yeah. For those who don't know, Lord Deathman is the mentor to Damian Wayne, aka Robin's, at one time girlfriend. I don't know if they were still together or not.
Neither do I.
But
Flatline.
Yeah, Flatline. But since Damian is confirmed to be the Robin in Brave and the Bold,
Hopefully.
maybe I would assume so since it's an older Bruce Wayne. Again, topic for another episode. Having Damian as Robin would give a chance to use Lord Deathman and Flatline.
Now, and also keep in mind, this is a thing. He is dating Ra's al Ghul's mother. That is the thing.
Yeah, which that's a whole nother can of worms we don't want to get into.
No, but okay, another villain I would like to see, and I know we already know that Matt Hagen exists, but I think
you're
if
wondering
they want
about Basil Carlo, aren't you?
Yes, because I'm like, hey, if they want to make another horror movie based off of Clayface, Basil Carlo would be perfect, especially when you consider his origin. Former actor turned murders people in movie, but for real. Now, I don't know about Aquaman, but I would like Ocean Master, maybe Black Manta to exist. Think those would be interesting.
Yeah. maybe we can have like King Atlan, who I believe is like the king of the dead in the Aquaman stories or something.
Yeah, I would also like for the for another villain is I know Darkseid does it. I mean, Darkseid makes sense that he would exist because Darkseid would
Yeah.
be in. I would also. What villain would you like to see regarding any from any superhero rogues gallery? Doesn't matter.
Any superhero world. Okay. That's a good question. And like, I will say, I know the one I'm about to say
Just say it.
has appeared in a part of the DCU, but as like a cameo.
Who?
White Rabbit, and she appeared like once in Peacemaker from what I've seen.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even the real her, it was her villainous form, which still gotta say that's a weird attire choice.
Yeah. Now I will say another villain I would personally like to see in James Gunn's universe is well, of course, the Joker, of course.
Obviously.
I would also
If we want like a horror villain, why not like Professor Pig?
yes, Professor I would like to see Professor Pig. I would like to see okay, I would like to see Veronica Cale exist. Maybe like Vandal Savage exist.
Yeah, Court of Owls, League of Assassins.
Well, the League of Assassins kind of have to. If you
Fair enough, fair enough. Retract that second name I said, but Court of Owls, yes.
yes, Court of Owls, yes, I think would be a lovely villain. I also think,
Why not introduce like the dark multiverse to get some good villains?
yeah,
Like imagine some movies in the DCU
I think
having
of
like
this.
Flash take on Red Death, Aquaman take on the Drowned, Green Lantern take on I forget what
Dawnbreaker.
the thank you, Dawnbreaker. Like have a whole series of evil Batman versus their the heroes they stole power from counterpart.
Yes,
Have a whole Barbados saga for all I care.
yes. Do we need to wrap this up?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this will definitely be, this will definitely return, okay, a couple more villains I'm gonna say is I would like to see Black Mask, Penguin. Now, if you want some ridiculous Batman villains, I would love to see what's his name? Yeah. I mean, first of all, I would like to see more Lobo.
Yeah. Not sure if I would count him as a villain, more of like an anti-hero.
Yes. Another Batman. Okay, there's two Batman villains that I could think of off of the top of my head. I would say, let's see, yes. I would like to see Victor's as done properly.
Yeah.
For Superman, if you want to go to more of his outer space rogues gallery, Mongol.
Okay, so War World.
Yeah, that's all I got. You got any more?
Well, I know James Gunn is definitely making this a comic book movie universe. So for Batman specifically, I could see people like Crazy Quill and other obscure, not well known villains from his rogues gallery
Like the Penny
to be
Plunder.
seen. Like the Penny Plunder or Calendar Man. I mean, I mentioned Condiment King earlier. And we know he's used an obscure one thanks to the Suicide Squad because Polka Dot Man was a part of that team.
Yeah, and by the way, for people that are wondering is, yes, because the question is with Condiment, with Calendar Man is he going to be more of silly or is he going to be more of serial killer that only kills on holidays, on calendar days?
Mm.
But see, I would like, and I'm just going to say this because I will say we will 100% return to this topic, 100%.
Yeah.
But I would like for any superhero villain that exists is I would like you to dig deep into the barrel of go from like the most top tier, extremely dangerous villains to just
Yeah, and I can't believe I didn't think about this. I talked about like a hero becoming a villain earlier. How did I not think of this? Have Hal Jordan's Parallax in the DCU.
and hey, we're only weeks away for the Green Lantern show premiering.
Yeah.
We'll definitely return to this topic, 100%.
Yeah, but for now I need to pull up the results of SummerSlam, which I'm not very excited to reveal. And we are back with the final topic for this episode, the results of SummerSlam.
And
Travis, you probably have a better reason to talk about this than I do.
Yeah, because I was there, live.
Yeah, show the shirt.
See? I was there, live.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so I will admit we did get one of the matches on the wrong night, which means one of the matches that happened on the other night was also wrong. I did fix that in the note, so everything should be fine.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm just going to go in order that we predicted. Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship.
Yeah, that
It was solid.
Yeah, that match was like the semi-main event. Those two just beat the... I find it kind of insane that both of the men's title matches were like the longest matches of each night, I will say.
Yeah.
I will say, CM Punk... Now, for being the arena live, I will say is that it was good to watch live. However, the one big problem I had is once the sun started to set, from my seat, you could still kind of see the ring, but you had to also kind of watch it on a big screen because the sun was too damn bright.
Yeah, I can understand that. Well, not really. I've never been to a wrestling event in an outdoor arena.
No, mine arena was indoor, actually.
So the sun was just like shining through the windows or something?
Pretty much, yes.
Huh. Well, then I guess I've never been to an arena with a window.
Yeah.
Anyways, Travis drew first blood because of outside interference of all things.
Yeah, the return of Randy Orton for Constant Cody, even though I could question Randy Orton's method here because I'm like, wait, don't you... So you want to be WWE champion? Okay, bigger question. Is Randy a babyface or is Randy a heel?
My gut is telling me he...
Okay.
Because why else would he cost Cody a title shot?
Yeah, that should be an interesting program without the title.
Yeah. Anyways,
what's next?
The next match that we predicted was for the Women's World Championship, I can now say, former Queen of the Ring, the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky taking on Liv Morgan.
Yeah, that match kind of was the opener of night one.
Yeah, I have something to say about the other match that took place on ESPN later.
Did any of the matches take place on ESPN TV?
Yes, I believe it's actually... Okay, I was actually wrong. Yeah, forget what I said about that. I had a brain fart, not gonna lie. The next two matches I predicted were actually on we predicted were actually on ESPN. So the Women's World and the Sixth Man.
I was kind of wondering about that.
Well, you wouldn't know because you were in attendance.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, so this match, why does it say Liv Mine, not Liv Morgan?
Hi, I'm Liv Mine. But yeah, that match felt pretty short. It was like over under.
Yeah.
I think that match was like over under 8 minutes. I think the match felt pretty short. Wasn't really like the best match of the night.
Yeah.
Was kind of
not the best, not the worst.
No. What's next?
You won again.
Yay.
I see what the organ I typed in. Look, what? Her name is not Organ Daniel after all. Alright, next match. The other match that was on the first hour of ESPN because That's apparently a thing now in WWE. A six-man tag, the Bloodline versus Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys, and LA Knight.
Personally, didn't really care about this match. The fans kinda didn't really care. And I also will say, anytime there was an advertisement regarding WrestleMania Saudi, there was a lot of booing.
Yeah, I can see that. But anyways, you didn't care about this match, even though you got your third point of the night.
Yeah.
And that trend would continue with the next match, the arguably shortest Hell in a Cell I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. 12
and
minutes.
the least violent.
12 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro.
Let me put it to you this way. For like a 3 hour or so PLE, there was like under an hour and a half of actual wrestling. And an average episode of Monday Night Raw, including the ads, adds up to like an hour and a half.
Yeah. I will say, from being in the arena live, is some, like, bro, I got home around 9 o'clock from night one.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Now, I will say, even from being in the arena live, and I had pretty great seats for, like, seeing the ringside area, I thought I will say, I very much disagree with you that I thought the Hell in a Cell match was very underwhelming. I thought the last Hell in a Cell match.
I didn't say that I enjoyed the match. I just said it was the least violent.
Yeah, because I'm like, guys, when they normal bring, like, the last Hell in a Cell match I saw live was CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, and those two destroyed each other.
Yeah, I didn't say it was a good match.
I mean, the match was decent, and I will say, when Oba won, which I was a bit, I was kind of surprised, but also not really. But, because I saw...
The ending was sudden. Let's just say how it is.
Yeah, because when he hit the tombstone, from my seat, I saw Brock Lesnar started walking back, and I told the people next to me, I was like, hey, look, Lesnar's coming back. They're like, oh, yeah. We're like, what the heck? When Lesnar started walking back towards the ring, I was like, what the hell?
Are they gonna have to get security again?
I was like, wait, is this Rob? I was like, wait, is Lesnar gonna be? I was like, instead, Lesnar did something that is honestly very out of character for Lesnar. And it probably was out of character for him.
Yeah?
He came to the ring, said, hey, Oba, come back here. Congratulations. He was like, what? We're all like, wait, what?
Do I need to remind you of the last time Lesnar wrestled at SummerSlam and he gave Cody Rhodes that bro hug?
Oh, yeah.
Still think it's out of character for him?
A little bit, still a little bit, yeah. And then he's called Oba Femi. He's like, hey, this is the future.
Yeah, though I will say something you might find interesting.
What?
According to Fightful Select, I saw this on RSN, Ringside News, people inside WWE do not think Lesnar is done.
Huh. Which raises...
Despite the fact that he called himself the Past and has been part-time since he returned in like 2013, 2012. Well, I'm talking about when he originally returned, which was 2012.
Right, yeah. Also, I kind of realized this. I think Brock Lesnar has had, because his original one was from 2000 to 2004. I just realized something. Lesnar's had a longer run in his second tenure with the company than he did with his first time in the company.
Yeah, well, after his first time in the company, he wanted to do MMA.
And football.
But he did UFC, as we know. And he could potentially return to that since it's under the TKO umbrella, I guess you can say.
Yeah, but now it raises the neck, because, since Brock Lesnar personally chose Oba Femi, keep in mind, it was Brock's idea for this, not anybody else's. Well, probably was, probably like the higher ups decided. They came to Lesnar with this idea, and Lesnar was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll put him over." I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
sure." Like, okay, sure. Look, if there's one thing I'm not gonna deny about Brock Lesnar, that dude knows how to make stars.
Yeah. Even though he spent a good majority of this run in WWE squashing them.
Yeah, but when he wants to, he can make a star. Feel like he's only done that for like 3 people: Roman, Cody, Oba.
Anyways, yeah. The final match we predicted, which actually did happen on night 1, the Bellas and Paige versus Fatal Influence.
Yeah, the match was
Man,
and the match was alright, but I think Brie. I don't know if one of the other Bella. I think Brie might have gotten injured. I've heard.
that is
Maybe.
what I have also heard.
Which is like good.
Oh, wait. I skipped the match. My bad.
Oh, shit, no.
Above, if you look above the Bellas, we have Gunther versus Nick Aldis.
Yes, nigga. Yeah.
How could I skip the one match I got appointed on night 1?
I don't know. But I will say, Nick Aldis, for his first in-ring match,
In
felt
like
that
3 years?
solid performance in the ring. Wish the match could have been a little. I thought that was going to be truth be told, Matthew, I thought that match was going to be one of the longer matches, considering, it's Gunther. You'd want to.
Yeah, and the match was good.
Yes, but now, because I saw a clip online where Nick Aldis was like, he handed his papers into Triple H. He's like he was going to resign as GM, but Triple H was like, nope, you're staying as GM.
Yeah.
So he got like a nice moment with his wife and kids, good for him and all that. But now it raises this question: because I don't think that Nick Aldis is going to be a one and done performer.
I mean, you did mention last week that in an interview with Chris Van Vliet, he said he is not satisfied with the career he has had.
Yeah. So, okay, if I were to pick off a rivalry for Nick Aldis, I would love to see Nick Aldis get in, since we know he can be medically cleared, since we know he can have a match, I feel like he has some unfinished business with Drew McIntyre he needs to settle. Because, think about, all the stuff that Drew McIntyre put him through during that, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes rivalry.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. I mean, also, think Randy Orton. Think about, the 2 times he's been RKO'd by Randy.
Well, that's just Randy being Randy.
Yeah, good point. Well, like Randy said once, he's like, hey, Randy, it's only, because I remember one time Randy was like, Nick was like, hey, Randy, why'd you pay the fine twice? He's like, that's for next time.
Thinking ahead, that Apex Predator.
But yeah.
Alright, now we can get back on to the final match, which like I said, was meh. If anyone was surprised by the Bellas turning on Paige, you have to be a new wrestling fan.
Truth be told, I'm going to be honest. I thought when Nikki Bella returned, I thought she was gonna, because I thought it was going to be one of those, hey, I'm here to save you, psych.
Well, technically she did turn heel after her return match.
Yeah, but overall, alright, we'll be back.
Yeah, in the end, I'm gonna have to watch a bad mythology movie.
Yes.
Because he got 5 points, I got 1.
Yes.
So after this or now, you can tell me what I have to watch.
Okay, I'll find something because I gotta, research.
Yeah, anyways, moving on, since we're doing this all as one topic.
Yes.
Night 2. Again, order we predicted. Main event, Seth versus Roman.
Phenomenal match.
Yeah.
Match.
They have good in-ring chemistry, so that didn't really surprise me.
No, neither did I, but that match, that match I could fully see because, the sun wasn't
The sun had already set by the time it started.
Yeah, But like, okay, I will say from a match that was not a stipulation match, felt like 100%.
The ref was very, very lenient.
For a match, like I said, for a match that had no stipulation, felt entirely like,
Yeah.
because they fought outside the ring. They fought both announce tables got Shield powerbomb, which I thought was nice.
Wait, Shield?
Well, I mean, well, because they each powerbombed each other through the table, Shield style.
Okay, that is not a Shield powerbomb. A Shield
Yeah, I
powerbomb
know.
has the assistance of other people.
Yeah, I know, but I guess they were kind of doing it because they were powerbombing each other through the table.
That was just a powerbomb through the table.
Whatever. Anyway, yeah, that match had so many. I mean, that match had that match had more near falls than the WWE title match, if you ask me. Because
yeah,
between those two title matches, I think Seth and Roman won match of the weekend, if you ask me.
Okay.
But overall, that match, phenomenal. In the end, with no outs, that was the surprising thing to me. There was no outside interference, not from Jay, not from Jimmy, not from Jacob, not from anybody in his family. Roman Reigns beat Seth Rollins by himself.
Yeah.
And they also kind of did a little bit of tribute to Moxley in this match.
Because I believe you said Seth used...
And Roman hit the dirty D. And Roman hit the double arm DDT version, not
the butterfly DDT, the dirty D.
Yes, in said match, which both of them, that match took I think three spears from Roman to win. Overall, best match of the weekend. Moving on.
Yeah, the next match was the only match neither of us got right due to card changes.
Yeah, so...
Alright, so Travis, paint us the picture.
Okay, so first, Finn Balor entered. Okay, cool, Finn Balor's entering. Next, Sami Zayn came out. We're like, okay, this should be a hell of a match. Then we saw that I looked towards the stage. Nick Aldis came out. We're like, the hell? Nick Aldis? For some reason, my brain went, wait, is Nick Aldis going to add himself to the WWE?
But then you realized, oh wait, he's in his business suit. This is general manager business.
I mean, it was like, He's like, hold up, wait a minute. He's like, I have made an executive decision. I am making this WWE title #1 contender match a triple threat. We're all just like, what? Gunther's music hit, which we're all just like, okay.
And Gunther and Dakota shake hands, which makes me think that they've settled their beat.
For now.
Temporarily.
Yeah, temporarily. And then we're all just like, okay, cool. A triple threat match. Okay, this is going to be a hell of a... Hold up, wait a minute. I made another executive decision. We're all like, wait, what? We're all just like, wait, what? Another executive decision? He's like, I am making this match a fatal 4-way. We're all like, for some reason, my first thought was, wait, for some reason for some reason I thought the fourth participant was going to be before who it was revealed? I thought it was going to be Randy. But, because I was like, Randy wants to be, the guys want to do whatever it takes to be WWE champion. So I thought, he cost Cody, made a deal with Nick Aldis, added himself to the Fatal 4-Way.
Okay.
But instead, no. It was the shocking return of a man who we all thought's career was nearly over, who got honestly the loudest pop of the night.
Was it loudest pop of the night or loudest pop of the weekend?
Probably weekend, honestly.
That's what I thought. Anyways, to reveal that the prize fighter Kevin Owens is back.
Yep, and I heard him say on the post show, because I went to the post show, he's like, if you think I'm slowing down, guess again.
Yeah, and it's because of those card changes. I even texted Travis after he told me Kevin Owens was in the match. I'm like, I don't think either of us are getting this match.
Yeah, because
And
said,
if you look in the winner column, it says neither. Because Sami Zayn did not win. We did not know about the wild cards, and Finn Balor did not win.
Yeah, because we thought, because yeah, when I texted you, because Gunther, I was like, oh, okay, triple threat, cool. Kevin Owens. My reaction was like, genuinely, what?
Let me see if I can actually find the text you sent me. Let's see here. Kevin Owens returns and Gunther fatal 4-way.
Yep.
With like 2 exclamation marks.
Yep.
And at least 5 for Kevin Owens returning.
Yeah. Because I bet you were just like, huh, what? Because you told me this.
After that, I was confused. I looked at the time on my alarm clock and I'm like, crap, it's after 6.
Yeah. And Kevin Owens, which I will say, Kevin Owens versus CM Punk, those two trading, like, look, you got 2 of the best wrestlers in the ring, and now 2 of the best wrestlers on. Keep in mind, Kevin's really good at cutting promos. We all know CM Punk is good.
Lord, I didn't even consider that.
The amount of promo bombs that those 2 are gonna throw at each other. Oh boy.
I mean, Kevin has done a pipe bomb, but when I say that, I mean he's hit someone with a microphone.
He's like, hey. It's like, hey, I'm surprised Kevin would be like, hey. So he's like, hey, Punk, you know what a pipe bomb is? Yeah, here you go. Point.
Yeah, here you go.
But anyway, yeah, nobody got that one. What's next?
The U.S. title match. Trick Willie versus
Baron Corbin had some, as you said, Death Rebels music, which was pretty good.
Which I texted you about, saying, I told you they were going to Death Rebel him, and you're like, I actually don't mind it.
Yeah, I will say, the one part about that match that to me made no sense is, why did Trick Williams bring out a table in a match that had no need for a table?
They probably knew the match was going to be pretty weak, and he wanted something exciting to happen.
Yeah, but instead, match was a decent back and forth match, and with Baron Corbin being Baron Corbin, cheat his way to victory, which now raises the question: what's next for Trick Willie?
Maybe he can finally get into the world title picture. He said when he debuted on SmackDown that he wanted to be a world champion.
Yeah.
Anyways, next we move on to the Women's Undisputed Championship ladder match. Interim is not part of the championship title.
Right.
Whoever wins will be the interim champion, but that does not mean this is the WWE Women's Interim Undisputed Champion. That is too long of a mouthful, if I do say so myself.
Yeah. Now, I will say, throughout that ladder match, the one person that got like the most cheers throughout that match was Chelsea.
Then I assume the pop when she pulled down the title was thunderous.
Yeah. I mean, even because I don't know if you saw the post show, because she said this on the post show. She said, I dedicate this title victory to Michael Hayes.
Did he like train her or something?
No, because because on Unreal, because Nick Aldis, because Michael Hayes doesn't believe that she could win a world title. So, she's just there to make other people look good. And that's why she said that.
Just to shut him up?
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even finished. And if my brother listens to this, he'll probably be surprised about this. I haven't even finished season 1 of Unreal.
Yeah, but, yeah. And then I saw her leaving the arena with her husband in the back.
AKA Matt Carter.
Yes.
Anyways, the next match, and for the record, the winners so far are Daniel.
Yes.
The next match is the Human Monies on a Pole match.
Yes.
Dominic Mysterio versus Danhausen, the mother trucker, I think is the reason I lost both nights.
Yeah.
And I've told Travis this. He cursed Columbia when I attended SmackDown for anyone who didn't buy Danhausen merch. I got 2 Cody Rhodes shirts.
Hey, you could always buy a Danhausen merch online.
Yeah, then I'll be uncursed. But still, that won't change the outcome of this prediction battle. But yeah, Danhausen won
Yes.
after he cursed Dominic Mysterio mid-match and caused pyrotechnics to shoot out of the ring post.
Yeah. Match was alright.
Usual Danhausen shenanigans.
Yes. And of course, Danhausen appeared on the post show, was like, okay, maybe I'm done with the Judgment Day. Maybe not. We'll see. But if not, I'll curse them again.
Well, his curse clearly didn't work for Liv Morgan in night 1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Final match we predicted. Penultimate match of the weekend.
Yes.
Intercontinental title. Penta versus Chad Gable.
Match was great. Of course.
Match was fast paced, if I do say so myself.
In the end, Chad Gable won. Good for him.
Yeah, and that means I also have to watch the extended cut of Green Lantern starring Ryan Reynolds.
I might just watch that just so, I haven't seen it myself, so I might as well be like,
yeah. And after this, I'll get on the note, find the one that's for our Get Out Punishment Free card, and make it void for Travis's use, because the next prediction battle is in October and is Money in the Bank.
yes.
Meaning you will not be Mr. Get Out Punishment Free anymore.
Unless I win it.
I said anymore. You could be a 2-time, like I am, but I gotta lock in for that prediction battle.
Yep.
But with that said, thank you everyone for listening. That's all we had to discuss. Follow us on our website, Instagram, Twitter.
All the above.
Subscribe to our YouTube. Links are in the description. Tell us who you think should be in our villains that should or should not be in the DCU. And who knows, maybe you'll be mentioned in a future episode. Or tell us in the comments on YouTube, please. We will be back next week, probably with pop culture. But until then, the Executioner, who definitely won SummerSlam weekend, and yes, I'm salty about it.
Yeah.
And the Unbreakable Spirit, who has terrible luck with predicting wrestling despite being a fan since 2009, will still be Todd's.